That was supposed to be a surprise. Whoops. Oh well. I'll still make it a surprise. No one saw anything, okay? Okay. Now we are live, baby. Hello, it's Science Together back for another stream. And I have a bit of a different layout. Not only just this camera and the table, but also my background because let's change it up for some shit. I don't know. What I do know is I want to try something new, even though I've done it before. I have Jigsaw Puzzle, and today I feel it'd be pretty fun to at least start on a Jigsaw Puzzle, if not try to get far into it. If my mic sounds like shit, sorry in advance. It's like from here all the way over here. That's the distance I have from my mic, and I suck with mixing. I don't know how to like get it properly set up, so I'm gonna sound like shit today. You get to enjoy it or something. I don't know. What I do know is my goal is to complete the outside of the puzzle. As is tradition, get that done, and then if I can get some of the inside, that'd be pretty cool too. So I talked a little bit about going on vacation. I went on a mini vacation, a few hours to kind of visit some anime shops. And I ended up finding a puzzle for an anime I was recently watching, or at least I had watched in the last couple months. For those that know Higurashi, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring out the puzzle. And this one's a bit different because usually I think landscape is horizontal. I'll usually do in horizontal orientation with puzzles. This one is a vertical or a portrait orientation. So I'm really excited to see how this goes, how it will kind of like turn up. I was a little bit worried. I measured my table because I didn't know if this would fit on it. This is a 24 by 24 inch table. It's a square table, but this is a 48.5 centimeter by 36 centimeter puzzle. And thankfully, my tape measure did not have centimeters on it because America, I only have the inches on it. According to Americans, it's the only inch that will ever matter. The only measurement that will ever matter. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, that was a fun conversion. 1 inch to 2.2 centimeters. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, then sucks be me. Because I'm the one that can't get it. Anyways, this should be long enough to get the full puzzle. If not, well, that's gonna be funny. But I'm also gonna cry behind the scenes once the stream's over. I tried to do this once when I was at the hotel, but I realized I had to leave the following morning. It was already late at night. And I did an unboxing video, which I've been wanting to edit for a bit and kind of get up, but I noticed that the microphone quality really sucks because I didn't have it properly set up. So I gotta figure out if I want to do a voiceover or I'll figure something out. For now though, puzzle. Yeah. This is from Go, so Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Go, which is from the 2020 reanimation. I don't want to call it just a reanimation because it's a little bit different, but it's like a nod for those that previously watched. It was a nod seeing like some differences within the series compared to the original, but also for newcomers, it wasn't anything lost. So, out. So yeah. Unboxing time! Whoa! Yeah, so I tried it once. I don't think I got the full edge, but I got pretty close. I should just... I put the plastic in front of my TV monitor. So... this will be the fun part. Sort and find the edge pieces There's my little armrest. It's definitely not getting in the way. And one thing I like to do with puzzles, if they are attached, meaning that like there are puzzles, there's pieces still stuck together, I like to play honest. I'll take them apart, throw them back in. Yeah, like that, for example. Actually, I think I did that on purpose because I want to come back to this and continue from where I left off, but I never did. Though it's only been like, what, a couple of weeks since then, so... Alright. I'm just gonna put them to the side here. I go through all of these, and if it's a non-edge piece, throw them to the side, baby! It'd probably be more useful if I just started sorting these, like, right off the bat. So I will. But I'm not... I'm not gonna live if I keep on choking on my own saliva like that. I'm not much of a sorter anyways. I usually just pick them up and just kind of drag through the full box until I find just that one piece 10 hours later. So maybe I'll challenge myself a bit differently today by using a sorting method. This is an edge piece. God damn it, Daniel. we're only starting off and I'm already... well, that's premonition for today. There's a second edge piece. What am I doing? I'm gonna try to make this like some sort of cyclical or elliptical kind of pattern, so it can be kind of consistent with color gradient. So that way it'll be much easier to look through the pieces. I don't know if it's gonna end up like that at the end, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try our damnedest. Knowing though, these will take a while, so I was trying to think, because this is an impulsive stream, as are all my streams by this point. And I was starting to think, would it be better to start this at like earlier in the day? Rather than where I'm at, it's like 5:30 p.m. where I'm at. I thought, kind of not. Because I can always continue this later, but it's much cooler if you can do this in one sitting. 500 pieces isn't that bad either. You might take 2 to 3 hours. I know digitally, it's not that long. Of course, physically, it's a bit different because you have to pick up the pieces individually. If you have to move the puzzle around, that's extra effort, where you just can just drag and drop on your little computer. I haven't done digital puzzles in a while, though. Oh, once I have everything... Oh, shit. I just realized. You're not gonna be able to see the picture that I'm making. That's fine. Picture is gonna be right here now. For if I go and edit this video. You know what? Hold on. I can do this! Oh! That is a big puzzle. Alright. I will... We'll use this as an uneven, awkward backdrop for today. I forgot how to do filters, not gonna lie. Do a color key, set the opacity. We'll test it out if and when chat comes in. So you guys will be my little guinea pigs as usual. So these ones with text on them, you can kind of see it. I'm gonna put to the side. Just because they're a significant portion of the puzzle. So the picture I rendered is a little bit different from the actual picture I'm making, but it has the same shape. There's another edge piece! What am I doing? So yeah, as you can tell, I'm very smart. I prepare in advance. As by the picture on the box being upside down and where I'm storing my pieces for later. Alright, text! You can kind of see it, but there's also a light in the way. So, yeah, that's my light source. I can't easily change it, unfortunately. You ever just watch paint dry? I feel like that's what this is gonna feel like in the end. This is just paint drying very slowly. It'd be kind of cool though, if I had the desk space for it, like the actual, like my physical desk where I type and work and everything. If I had enough space for it, I would use my desktop as the counter that I work on. And then it'd be much easier to set up the camera and everything. But then I have to move around the keyboard, which I don't have space for, and there's always a little bit of a setback with anything we do, but that's okay. We make things work. We will make it work, baby. I just realized, like, not even that far in, but far enough, I'm not gonna be too sorted here. It's gonna be like a messy sorting in the end. But it will be a sort nonetheless. Also, I'm really regretting using the top of the box now for using like sorting, or just like just for placing my pieces. I might put the characters together actually in their own little like character piece. Yeah, let's do that. Also, apologies in advance. Like, I did already apologize for my voice, but I tried to turn up my microphone, and now I'm instinctively like yelling because it's a bit rougher, or it's a bit harder to really get my voice projected. So if I sound like really like batshit loud and crazy, that's why. And then if I sound like quiet all of a sudden, kind of like this, and maybe a little bit, that's because I'm not projecting my voice loud enough. There's like a golden ratio. There's a golden like sweet honey spot of how loud you want to talk without being too over present or like overbearing. And as you can tell, I haven't found that. I don't know. So we try our best. Corner piece! Yeah, baby! I'm putting that in the corner. I don't know if this is a character piece. Usually if they have like a drawn line. Come on. Maybe there? Well, you can kind of see it. It's like a drawn line. That represents like a character being drawn rather than the background. I'm gonna say that's a character piece. I will take the gamble. If I lose that gamble, then fuck me. But we try at least. Every time I listen to jazz, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I only do it on streams. Even though I like jazz, I don't go out of my way for it. But I figure jazz is a pretty safe song kind of, well, not song, but like music kind of choice. It's a safe genre. And every single time I listen to jazz, I always think of Barry Benson. You like jazz? And I can't tell if I fucking hate it or love it. Don't mind me, I'm just going through some stuff. I'll be like meta for a second. I do look at chat. If I don't get any chat, then I start to wonder if I want to make sure that everything's running as it should be. It's not about the viewers, it's not about the whole I need chat interaction. It's about the I have trauma from before. From back when I was VTubing. It was around my 1-year anniversary, and I was trying to go for a 100-hour marathon. And the thing that scared me the most was realizing that my internet was really fucking up at that time. I couldn't get the internet to stay consistent, and it would actually stop the stream when I needed the stream to keep on going. So I would like panic, and I'd be like, oh god, am I live? Am I not live? It really fucks with you, because I don't know what's going on with my internet back then. The company was bullshitting me. Shout out to Xfinity and its shitty service. The company was bullshitting me and saying like, oh, just keep on doing this and this. I'm like, no, this isn't, you're not troubleshooting it. It's a physical kind of issue. And it kind of went away on its own, which is kind of weird to say. I got another router box. Another quarter piece, yeah! I don't know how to turn this. I'm like on the side, so I can't tell easily. But anyways, yeah, I had we got a new router box. The issue still happened, but it eventually went away. So I'm assuming there was some sort of throttling that went on, or just something in the background that I wasn't aware of. They may have fixed, or it just kind of resolved itself over time. I still don't know. But I still will not forgive them for how shitty their service was. But anyways, that was back in 2022, and I don't stream as much these days, of course. I still get afraid when I stream. I like look at the big like statistic at the bottom of OBS. I was like, oh shit, is that good enough kilobytes per second? Or welcome in games, welcome back. Even though this is our first time talking today. How's it going, my dude? Glad to have you back. Don't mind me, I'm just slowly putting characters I find in here on the side. That is hair! Going awesome? I love to hear that, my dude. And thanks for being my guinea pig. Chat's working just fine now. Or rather, you can clearly see you. I love doing puzzles, they're so fun. Oh my god, what a coinky-dink. Do you like jigsaw puzzles the most, or just puzzles in general? I don't have that light brown anymore. Such a coincidence. Oh my god. You can see yourself on the camera. Smile, they're watching you. I don't know who they is, but they're watching. Just puzzles in general? Ooh, they get your brain working. I feel that. I love puzzle games. I have to be a basic bitch and say Portal. The Portal series is my favorite puzzle game of all time, or the puzzle games. But there's quite a few puzzle games out there that are really fun. Middle. What puzzles do I like? Okay, so other than Portal, I'm actually gonna open Steam since I have it open. Because I suck at remembering names, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I tried one on VR called A Fisherman's Tale, which I've been playing on my own. It's pretty fun, because it's like the concept of being in a house or being in a world occupied by yourself while observing that world from the outside, while being observed. It's kind of like a infinite loop kind of thing. And you use that kind of different dimension to be able to solve puzzles. It's really fun. But one that I did was called, this is free on Steam. I think the most creative puzzle, this is one of my favorites because it was very creative, is called Outcore. So if you go to Steam, look up Outcore. It is a free puzzle platformer you can play on your PC. How it works, it actually uses your PC, your desktop, as the surface of, I'll type it. It uses your PC as the platform in which you play on. So do some research first, but it's kind of freaky at the same time. It doesn't damage anything, I promise. So everything is safe. It does leave some residue behind, so some files it doesn't take care of in the end. So I'd recommend looking that up, but it's very creative how it works. There might be a game called Outscore though, instead of Outcore. But yeah, that's one of my favorites as well. Portal 1 and 2. I like 2 a lot more for introducing more elements a bit longer, plus co-op is always fun. Pico Park is my favorite multiplayer-based puzzle game because it's chaotic. I actually found, what's kind of funny, I know I haven't talked with her in so long, but one of the people I collabed with when I played Pico Park, so for my Twitch people, when I played Pico Park last year, or when we did the Pico Park collab, if you guys remember Philomena, what was her name? Philomena Aubade? Or Nina? I found that she actually uploaded my stream to her channel, to her YouTube channel. I was like, what the fuck? Because I was being one of those uncool people. I googled myself because it had been a long while. We all get that temptation, right? And yeah, so I looked up on Skater on YouTube. I was like, why does this look so familiar? I clicked on it. It's like, this isn't just like a perspective or anything because I was the only one that streamed. It was my actual stream. I was like, oh, okay. Which I'm cool with it anyways, because I got rid of it myself, or I like hid it on Twitch anyways. So I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool of them to keep. I just found it funny though. You've heard of that? I don't know if you've tried it before or not. It does require at least 2 people to play, but it's a lot more fun when you can get up to 8 people. If for some reason the algorithm gods made me extremely lucky to where I could actually play with like a group of people again, then maybe I'll play it again. Because we only played the first half of the levels. I got through the full game with another friend, but I never played like up to 8 people with everyone. Maybe my reaction too? Yeah. It's kind of like the obvious reaction of they stole my content, but then you realize the kind of people they are. It's like it's cool at the same time. So I don't have a problem with it. I just found it like at the end pretty funny. I left a little comment in there. It's like, haha, you took this and uploaded it. And I thanked them for it. It's like, yeah, you're preserving history. But yeah, that was a really fun reaction I had. That was like a good memory I had too. I'm trying to think of like other puzzle games I played. Inspector Parker is my all-time classic favorite. It's from 2003. If you're familiar with the PopCap games, it's from that franchise. And what it is a murder mystery detective. If you click on my channel, go to my most watched video, that is Inspector Parker. I love that game. I'd love to play it again. It's just such a pain to set up for streams because you only play on a very small window, or it resizes your PC's desktop to like 640 by 480. Which is just so inconvenient. When you tap out of it, it just becomes messier. Yeah, in some cases it gets more people to see your channel. Yeah, like with the Pico part, you mean? That's the fun part about so going back to when I used to do, I don't collab anymore, or rather I have no intention to collab anymore. But back when I used to collab, that was one of the really great parts, or one of the awesome parts of being able to collab with someone else or play the same game together. If you both stream, you get to share an audience. You get to introduce them to their content, or you get to introduce their content to your fan base. You get to introduce your content to their fan base. And it's a potential way to find someone that you like. We share the love anywhere we can. Is the concept of collabs. So heck yeah. When you play with people and they record too, when you collab, you get lots of new people. The one awkward thing with it, so it depends on the experience you get, of course. I hated doing simultaneous streams with someone else for the main fact that if you have your own chat to talk with, because the one thing you lose out of doing collabs with other people is you're focused on the collab and you can't focus on your chat if you like to talk with the chat a lot. So, third corner piece, let's go! The consequence is they're just kind of there to watch more so to interact. And I know, especially, I'm very small. Even though I'm not getting like 2 digits of viewers these days, I'm still that was still small as well. I didn't really get much interaction. I get very low views these days, and that's cool too. And that's kind of like my favorite part of streaming, is being able to talk with you guys, with anyone that comes in. I find that part to be a lot of fun. Not to pressure anyone to talk, of course. You guys never have to talk. You are more than welcome to talk if you'd like, though. But once it was like collabs, either you have to mute yourself so you can talk, but then that also leaves you kind of like muted for the other person you're in call with. That felt annoying as fuck. It's like, I'm talking with you. Can you hear me? Please respond. They get a little frustrating at times. It's like actually interacting with someone in real time. Exactly. Oh, with watching streams. I thought to ask, do you stream games? I misread that, or I misinterpreted that. I'm like, wait, are you a streamer too? No, not really. That's fair. You haven't posted anything yet? You don't have a setup yet? I feel like it depends on what you set up. So I can understand that to a degree. If you want to just stream all I say is go for it. If you feel like your hardware is not good enough to really handle being able to play games and run a streaming software at the same time, that's understandable. I first started out streaming with OS, which is a very low performance game, but I still had a lot of trouble with that back in the day, going all the way back to 2015. And at points I started to wonder, is it even worth streaming this by this point? Because of how much trouble I was having. But things definitely felt a lot different whenever I upgraded. It's still not perfect. I need to like figure out some other stuff as well, but it does feel a lot nicer when you don't have as many limitations. I feel that. But if you could do something simple, so like something as simple as like recording the camera and just doing this, where you only have to worry about the just running the streaming software. Even if you don't have the full at least 60 frames per second, if you have to run 30 frames, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Another thing I used to like to do, I haven't like really done it in true fashion, but being able to record yourself instead of stream it, because that's less processing being taken. You still have a bit of processing to consider, but you could do that, upload the video, or maybe even edit it and go from there. That's also pretty fun as well. Maybe I'll try out. Honestly, it seems fun. Yeah. I would say if you've ever had the urge to try streaming and you have a way of doing it, all you need is just a camera. Like if you stream off your phone, that's all you need. Anything else extra is extra. Then yeah, try it. Where did I get the puzzle? So when I went on my minication at the beginning of the month, or near the beginning of the month, I went to an anime shop and I didn't get it at first. It was an impulse buy, which we all know how those go. It was an impulse buy because I saw, ooh, Higurashi, I just watched this again. And decided, all right, we'll go with it. This is fun. But I'm not gonna say the name because it's a very specific anime store in my, I'm in Illinois, I'll say that much. But yeah, if you go up north, there'll be an anime shop that has a lot of variety in their merchandise that they offer. I was surprised because when I looked at their stuff online, it didn't look like there was too much. Like in terms of figures, this is where I bought figures from as well. I only found like 70 figures online, and they seemed like kind of generic, newer stuff. I'm like, I'm not really interested, but I decided to go to the shop anyways. And that was a lie. There's like over 300 figures, even more, and I was just blown away. Because they also have a warehouse, but in store is a lot easier. It's a lot better. So before I continue further off tangent, I got it in person, but I feel like there would be services online where you could find anime themed puzzles. So like kind of like any other, like Crunchyroll. I don't recommend Crunchyroll, so fuck Crunchyroll. But Good Smile, these are US based, also can be international. Good Smile is international. Depending on where you're at, you can order online for a lot of these. You love puzzles, especially anime ones? Ooh. We love to hear that. I really love to hear that for you. Do you have any, have you ordered them before, or are you trying to look for them? The only way I've played, like before I got this physical puzzle, the only way I've done an anime puzzle, if you know, Tabletop Simulator, TTS, there's a way you can do puzzles and then upload your own image for a puzzle. And that's how I used to do them. I still like to do them like that every so often. There's also a website I use. I forgot the name of the website, but it allows you to do puzzles as well. I need water. Just in stores or conventions? Oh. I want to go to a convention again. I haven't gone since 2022, and I miss them. I'm kind of like at the point, it's embarrassing to say, but I'll say it anyways. I don't have anyone IRL to go with anymore. So I kind of like haven't gone. It's not going to stop me. At some point, the one thing that was stumping me was the funds, because I know I spend a lot at conventions. I will spend at least several $100s on merchandise. Even if stuff's more expensive in person than online, it's part of that experience, you know? Especially if it's not company-based, but specific artists. Oh boy, I bought a lot of posters at the last one I went to. I bought literally a full stack of posters. And most of them were from indie artists. You don't go to a lot? I only go by myself or with a friend. Yeah. I haven't gone by myself, but I would walk around by myself when I looked at merchandise. I would go sometimes with a friend, but I think I was the only one that really took it seriously. I was like, I need this, I need this. Okay, I'm taking track. Excuse me. I'm keeping close watch on everything right now. You might go in my wallet soon. You might go in my wallet soon. Not you. You might go in my wallet soon. Yeah, it's very addicting. You usually spend 300 to 500? Oh shit. Let's go! Another merchandise addict. But what series do you like to go for? I'm more of a romantic comedy person myself when it comes to anime. So I usually stick or focus around that kind of genre. But I do have a few exceptions, like when One Punch Man came out. Yes, that was me. I'm not much of an action person, but that show easily made an exception for me. And I finally, after years, got a Tsukumaki figure. That was part of my vacation. Also, this is taking a lot longer. 37 minutes, not too bad actually. I don't think I'm doing this in one sitting today. That's why I spend so much, I just can't get enough of posters or figurines. Exactly. And here's the fun part too. I don't even hang up my posters, I just keep them stacked in my other room. And every so often, I take pictures of them on my phone as well. But every so often, I'll go and I'll just like take the posters out, look through them, and put them back in. Be like, ooh, yeah, I remember this one. Or if I can remember, like, sometimes I can associate the poster with the convention. I definitely do that with the figures. I'll look at it and be like, oh, I got it from this convention. And it kind of like, I think I've said before, don't hold me on this one, but I think I've said before that my main attraction to figures is reminiscing on something, like on some sort of memory. No, I said that on Reddit. That's where I said it. Because I had a kid being weird. But, they're able to associate some sort of memory. Maybe about the series, or maybe about the experience I went on. You're into action for sure? Ah. Any favorite series? Or like any favorite animes of all time? Call me basic, but Toradora is my fave. Ah. That was about to go to the floor. Oh, fuck. You can do that, or you do that too? Ooh. I don't know if that's everyone's main motivation for figures or not, or just like merchandise in general. Not just towards anime, but for anything. When you love something enough, I feel like that's a great motivation of itself. But I guess it's just a bit more to add on to that. Especially if it's a gift from someone. No, the character's blended in! That's fine. It's not fine, but cry later about it. Attack on Titan, a basic for sure. Let's go, basic bitches, rise up. No, that's okay. I know with, I only tried the first episode and I stopped there. I couldn't get further into it. But I've watched a lot of clips. And I know, especially with the later seasons, it kind of fell off. Not to say that it's a bad anime. It sucks. No, I'm just kidding. But I have heard a lot, I can't form an opinion because I haven't watched it. But I've heard a lot of people say that it did fall off later in the seasons, especially the time skip. Though there are some people that do like the time skip as well, so. You're not alone! The eyes, they will look back right into you. That's Reina. It did kind of. Yeah. Kind of a bit sad to hear that, because it was very promising within this first season. It became a really big series. But, your bird likes JJK? Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, you spelled it right. You never watched it? Wow, fake fan. I'm just kidding. Here, have another eye. This is Satoko. But anyways, I have a friend that was obsessed with JJK. She tried to, I don't know, I don't think she ever tried to get me to watch it, but she would speak highly of it. It's like, yeah, this is, I don't know what it's about, so I can't add anything of, you know, worth to the conversation on it. But, yeah, that's a pretty big one as well. Very actiony, but also, I don't know if I'm mixing this up with, fuck, what's that one anime? Gintama? I think I'm mixing this up with Gintama in terms of the comedy value. Because I thought JJK also had a bit of comedy in it. Gintama for sure. Didn't JJK have that one character that would never reveal his eyes and then turned out he was really beautiful? It was like a glow up. I feel like that's the one. Satoko's arm! Ah! Think so? You know what? It's fine. If you can't get the answer, you've let me down. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine. If you don't know, that's fine. I swear I'm gonna knock this off. Stop it, me. But, just imagine. There are people that legitimately do that, and it's like, what the fuck? Even if you're an expert at something, I'll still give you shit about it. Like, wow, you didn't know this one exact detail at 14 minutes and 27 seconds of episode 11? How could you? Though I do have a friend, so sorry, Master, I let you down. That's a dangerous word to use with me. But it's okay, it's okay. I'll call you Kohai. We'll say Kohai. We'll keep it PG. It's okay, Kohai. Just start saying, Yurushite kure! Yurushite kure! Yurushimasu. I'll forgive you. But I do have, yeah, I have a friend that's really obsessed with Sword Art Online. Shout out to Asuna. That's actually, that's his username. And, it's scary. If you show him a picture from the anime, he can tell you what episode and around what time that picture comes from. It's really scary. I love it so much. So much people are like that. Like, I'm so sorry I can't recite every word for the main character. Honestly, you're just like, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Yurushite kure. I forgot his name. I feel bad. I actually am forgetting his name right now. Oh, Keiichi. There we go. Keiichi's eye! Keiichi no me! Why am I speaking Japanese today? Wakara nai. Wakara nai. That sounds so fucking American too. Wakara nai! I need to start though. I need to start studying again. Here's his other eye! Ah! I don't know why, that just looks kind of silly. Okay, it looks normal on the camera, but it looks so silly when I look at it from side. It's like his eyes slow upside. Maybe if I do it like this. Okay. Well, that's together. His hair is so nice. He's got that classic, because these are like children. It kind of sounds weird saying that, but in the anime, they're children. To like teenager. He's basically young teenager. But I feel like around that age group in anime, yeah, that's a pretty common hair type, I feel. It's really nice. I like it. Why can't mine be like that? Your eye? You mean the lopsided eye? I get it. Meo mimashita! But yeah, I'm getting more and more motivated to go back to studying Japanese. I started back in 2020 up to 2021. I would like religiously study kanji. I didn't really study grammar, so I couldn't speak like, at least very simple sentences was what I could speak. And I shut off from there. I was on and off with studying, which I still remember. There's three different, for those that don't know any sort of Japanese. You fucking plebeian don't know Japanese. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be serious now. For those that don't know Japanese, there's three different alphabet systems. There's hiragana, there's katakana, and there's kanji. Kanji, I think, is very popular because, especially of Chinese, there's so many damn kanji. We're talking thousands upon thousands. If you go for basic, what's spoken commonly, you're looking at about 2,000. If you go for like a majority grouping of what you'll need, you're looking at 6,000. And those are like with the obscure ones. And then in the total pool set, I'm wanting to say there's 20,000. I don't remember what the total is overall. But there are so many characters that you can get. There's a kanji that exists, or there's a Chinese character that exists, which consists of about, I'm going to say 80 strokes. But a lot of them are simpler. You can go as low as 1, 2, 3. I should have made the character pile a lot more spaced out. Nah, welcome back, my dude. In Japanese, I was talking about kanji. I tried to learn kanji before, and I learned up to a few hundred kanji. At least, I don't remember if it was up to a few hundred, but I knew at least several hundred vocabulary. And in standard Japanese, you'll use up to about 2,000 kanji. In like day-to-day conversation, or like reading the newspaper, you need to know about like 2,000. And then usually what people will use in their lifetime, or like for a majority of what they do, it'll be about 6,000 kanji. And then I think there's a total of about 20,000 kanji out there. I don't remember the third statistic. It's in the tens of thousands, if I remember correctly. Which is insane. I think this one's scarier, by the way. No eye, missing eye. Make this into a creepypasta. But yeah, Japanese is very intimidating, so is Chinese. Just because of the written language. Korean, which is very similar to, at least sentence-wise, structure-wise, to Japanese and Chinese, is a lot more forgiving because it has a very small alphabet in comparison. Doesn't make the language much easier to learn because you still have to study words. That's the complexity of any language. I dropped the piece! Fuck! Alright. Okay. I messed up. We're gonna call the creepypasta Nena's Missing Eyeball. There was once a girl in Higurashi. I suck at making stories. I can't go further with that. That's the story. In the end. But when his friend didn't return the cartridge with Higurashi name written in Sharpie on the cartridge, that's when things started going awry. At 12 a.m. midnight, he noticed that the character who usually appears on screen was not there. But when he turned around, that's when he noticed it was Reina in real life, drawn in 2D. Oh my gosh, her eyes were bloodshot and with realistic bloodshot. Once there was a girl. Come on, a girl? On the internet? Those don't exist. I don't know if that meme's still popular to these days or not. I know which character this is, so I'm going to say this. That's what everyone says! There's no such thing as women on the interwebs. It's a myth. Everyone's a guy with a voice changer. Fuck, I could actually do that right now, but that requires setup. Anyways. Nippa! Her name's Rika. She's basically the main protagonist of the series. I know everyone's the main protagonist, but the main protagonist. Wow, yeah, that's the deserved reaction right there. It's still a funny meme, and I'm just gonna be straightforward. That's definitely a joke. Women are allowed just as much as men and everyone else. There should not be any restriction for anyone using the internet. Everyone has the right to be on the internet. No, they are. God damn it! No! Watch this get clipped out of context. Women shouldn't be on the internet. I can't believe it. They're not real. Oh my gosh. They're just trolls. I don't get, like, I know the stigma of like how the internet, at least the forums on the internet, were male dominated. And I wonder if that's because back then computers were merely a device or a tool for the sim. I don't want to say market, but for the STEM, I can't think of words right now. Field, the STEM field. So science, math, etc. And I know during that time, because the STEM field, I don't know what the ratio is now, but back then, back in the 80s and so, it was male dominated. So I wonder if it transitioned from that to some that male domination. Kind of like how video games have a stigma of only guys playing it, or mostly guys. Which I'm surprised. If I'm going to be completely honest, I'm surprised at how normalized video games are for not just men, but also women. We've come a long way. Which I'm really happy about. Entertainment is not limited to a specific demographic. I mean, unless of course, like the one thing I'll say to that, if something's adult, I'm not going to promote it to children. I never will. People may joke about it, but that's it. Don't do much more. Don't make the joke really stand out to where they'll like start. Don't make it straightforward to them. Exactly. And it still surprises to me how socially acceptable it's become for women to be on the internet to play games. Which I'm gonna say, it still has ways to go. There are still forms of prejudice online. Because the one thing I hate to see. This is just the internet in a nutshell. It's very sexualized, right? And that's one thing I hate to see for anyone, but it's especially more prevalent along with women. The presence of sexualizing at least the character, if not the actual people. You figure out there's a woman in a game in the lobby, you have microphones like, say something, and all that really weird shit. I've had like really cringy people. I've heard. It's just fucking, it's disgusting. There's a time and place for that. People are into that shit. Okay, cool. Do it in your own space. Don't be a fucking weirdo. And I'm hoping that becomes more normalized because I don't know, just kind of like the male get the women attention, or male get the female attention kind of game. Which that's pretty much a lot of places, but that's one thing I don't want to see online. I just want to see people for being people. Is that so much to ask for? Should I have said hot take, but I don't know. I overthink a lot of these things where a topic is, I don't know, there's a lot that goes on within a certain topic, right? There's a lot to consider, and it's just not black and white. There's a lot of in-betweens. Because at the same time, let's use women for example as well. There's a highly saturated market for sexual exposure. And this is on purpose. With women as the center of focus. Like, they're putting themselves into that spot. And that also doesn't sit well with me. Like, I get it's the internet, porn exists and whatnot, sure. But especially in a very saturated market, with where it is now, it feels like a lot of women online are turning towards that market. Or trying to profit off of it, in a sense. Like, I get there's still a group for that, but it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. That it's a very, very accentuated market. So that's like on the other side. There and it's sad, yeah. there's an in-between between both, like women are being sexualized, especially if they're not asking for it, and then women are purposely sexualizing themselves. And there's much more in between, like not just like with women in general, but also with just many different issues. But that's one like I kind of think of a bit, or at least lately. Just for the expanding market, how it evolves based on the people who use that market. The reason why I find it really sad myself. Okay, I thought I dropped the piece. Whew. The reason why I find it really sad myself is because I have met quite a few women on the internet. I know I'm one of those guys. No. No, seriously, I've made friends, especially when I was in the VTuber community, of people who are women, and they're just like any other person. I don't know why they wouldn't be, of course, but they're pretty much just a human at the end of the day. They do their own things, they have their own interests. There's nothing special about them, right? They're just who they are. And yet I'm saying we as a society, or at least, there's some societies that act different, but definitely in the US, the society really sexualizes a lot of things. But especially in the society, we as a society still put that kind of conscious effort behind it to distinguish between these different sexual ideas or sexual tendencies. It's like, I think like once it becomes mainstream, it has become mainstream in a sense as well. Things are sexualized to a point where it's kind of part of the stick. It's so sad. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I've said before, well, before I say what I'm going to say, last quarter piece, baby! We're almost done with this box. Just in time. Alright, going back to serious shit. I have admitted before, I am kind of, well, I'm perverted in my own nature. That's the best way, the most appropriate way I can say. But there's a time and place for that kind of stuff. That doesn't need to be everywhere. Keep it in my own space, keep it to my own personal self. A lot of people do that. Once you start bringing it outside of that market, start involving others, especially those that don't have the immediate choice to define themselves to do so, then that's when it becomes a problem. Hell, there's a whole... Going to VTubers, because I was a VTuber, one of the things that I've watched, I haven't really voiced my opinion on much, but the sexualization of characters, and they do it because it's all cute and all like whatnot, but they're purposely emphasizing sexual, what they know or what they understand is sexualized portions of the character they play. Doesn't sit right with me. And they know they're doing that. They'll get support from other people that do that and shit, and it's just like, you're going for a specific audience, you're trying to create your own attention, you're trying to attract your own attention, because people are horny, people are gonna go for that. I don't care if they have like small bits, like show some cleavage, sure, that's kind of normal. It's sexual, sure, but it's not that bad. Purposely make your boobs like gigantic, the size of 2 fucking watermelons, or like houses, and try to use that? No. You mark yourself 18 plus, and then you still, yeah, we still gotta talk after that. Putting this on my bed. And some do it in front of kids in or the kids' apps. Oh god. One thing I'm still traumatized by is if you ever play games on the on smartphones, which they're just riddled with ads, people don't care anymore. They don't give a fuck. They will use ads, which I am sorry, kids. I'm gonna be detailed for a second. 13 plus anyway was on YouTube, so I'm not gonna like go too far into it. I saw a sexual act that was barely censored, like it was cropped to where you wouldn't see the physical aspects of what was being sexualized, but you could still infer from the act that it was very sexual. It had nothing to do with the game. It had characters from Mario, which display that sexual nature. And you can tell from the movement of the character involved that they were doing something sexual. And that was a game ad. I don't know what kind of game it was. Again, unrelated. But at that point, you have to start asking yourself, how much is too much, you know? That's definitely way out deep in. And this is a game, the game I was playing was exposed to kids. So it didn't have an age limit. It was just an ad for the sake of being an ad, like a general ad. And that's the worst example I've seen, thankfully, and unthankfully. But there are a lot of messed up ads, like a lot of messed up promotions. I drove years ago when I moved to Florida. I saw advertisements on billboards. I saw one for a vasectomy. I'm like, why are you advertising that on a billboard? Out of all places. Like, do kids even understand what that is? They might. Most likely not. Daddy, what's that? What's over behind me? And it's just... shit's just wild these days. I don't get why things are so open as they are. Maybe I'm just too protective of the younger generation in this sense. It's the protective nature that comes out with me. But it's just, why? Why are you exposing people to this kind of shit? Are you doing it on purpose? Are you just that greedy that you're willing to bypass anything, do whatever it takes for a profit? Do you lack the common morals? Like, what is it? And that's where I get really afraid. Especially on the internet, that's where kids are these days. Mommy and daddy just give them a little tablet, they fuck off, tell the kid do whatever you want to, without really monitoring them. That's a whole nother debate on its own. Kids aren't fine. Kids are not monitored, kids are not being taught by the mentor figures that they should be being taught by. And those that are actually in those kind of societies, which we don't want to integrate kids with, have to pay the consequences. It's like, I feel very fucking uncomfortable just knowing that it's very easy for someone to lie, to act, and then they can just do whatever they want. They give the kids free access to the internet, then they find horrible stuff. Yeah. Which, I'll still play devil's advocate. You're gonna run into stuff just by exploring. We all have curiosity in us. But at least it doesn't even have to be for teens as much, but especially for younger kids, parents need to be involved with that. Parents need to be involved, understanding what the children are trying to do, what they're getting themselves into, and if it's safe for them to do that. Yeah, the YouTube Kids thumbnails, it's called, I think they call it Elsa Gate. Elsa Gates. I haven't really seen that kind of stuff in a while, but they purposely make disturbing content, looks like, and target it purposely to children. It can be violent. I forgot it can be sexual. I forgot about the sexual aspect of that. But you're right on that. It is also sexualized. I'm like this thinking like, focus time, I need to find this piece. But, yeah. just a Nolden boy who's too afraid. Like, I'm easily old enough to have a kid of my own. I'm in that age range. And especially because I know better, that's what makes me even more afraid. They add jump scares or horrible stuff in the video rambling and it gets past moderation? Holy shit. I didn't know that. They add jump scares to it and there's no report system. Oh, okay. To be fair, YouTube's reporting system has always been terrible. Things get flagged for the wrong reasons and they can't get fixed. It's all automatic, and when it gets to a real person, they don't even consider it. It's fucked. I'm 29, so I'm 30 next year. I'm old! I'll say I'm old. I joke about it. I just feel old, even though I'm still quite young. But yeah, I don't know. I had back when I was in college, one of our friends, he was like a couple of years older than us. So this was like when I was 21, had a child. But someone that I knew in high school that was a year younger than me, is who they had it with. I was like, oh my God, you're only like in your 20s, like your early 20s, and you already have a kid? They separated a few years after, but it was still surprising. Anything until like 50 or 60 is young to you? Damn, we got an actual grandpa or grandma. Nah, I'm just kidding. I feel that way too, especially because my folks are around that age, like 60 to 70. Feels very old to me because that's where, well, still feels old to me because that's where you start to go like, at. Does it count? I feel like I've talked about this before. If I haven't, then whoops. But one thing that makes me feel older is I have gray hairs on myself. Like I have streaks of gray hair. And it's normal. It's normal to start getting that when you're around your late 20s, early 30s, or the mid 30s, especially for men. Or at least male at birth. And I thought that like, wow, that's like really, it feels so young to start that, right? But it's just overwhelming to like understand that we age. It's like definitive proof. Yeah, you're aging. Because once you start your 20s, I don't know for anyone out there that's already went through their 20s or starting their 20s or somewhat through their 20s, time kind of slows down while it speeds up. Nothing really changes much with you. And then you notice that one small change, and that's when it starts like, oh, this is changing, now this is changing. I'm getting wrinkles, I'm getting crow's feet. What's going on? It's like you're immune to it until the first noticeable sign comes, and then you're all over it. Around 25 is when men usually see small gray hairs. Is it as young as 25? Damn, even younger than I thought. That's a little snake. I remember those small snake toys where they purposely cut in the sides so they can like slither. I always thought that was the coolest thing until you pinched your finger in one. I mean, it's still cool. For your brother? Ooh. Your brother has gray hairs? I'm saluting him right now. You have a dragon 1 and 3? Oh! Is it like the dragon's tail that moves and then it just kind of like flies up and down? Is it one of those? I don't know, because you say it's 3D printed. That sounds really cool. I feel like this corner piece right here does not belong. Yeah, that feels a lot better. One is big and is a crystallish thing, and a different one isn't 3D printed, do you think? Ah, okay. Dang, not even just one, you have two. You undersold it. God damn it. The whole body moves like it's all like even the wings move. I'm trying to like think of how that works. It has little arms and spikes, it's so cute, but his whole body moves around and wiggles. Fuck, I wish I could see now. I know YouTube doesn't do the whole links thing. Which is really unfortunate. If it's 3D printed, it glows in the... Okay, get the fuck out of here. It glows in the dark? Alright, I can kind of tell what generation you're from. That sounds so awesome, though! Yes! Yes! It has tiny wings that don't move, sadly. That's okay. That's a small sacrifice, especially for a glowing body. We take that. As the youngins would say, that is a W. It has a body, head, tails, and horn. Or no, okay. Its body's tail, head, tail, and horns move. Wait, even the horns? I feel like it'd be like floppy if you did the horns. Sounds kind of silly, actually. If I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, this is the right side. I was like looking at the picture, I'm like, oh. I thought this was the top left. Because it has little lines. You got it from Amazon? If I find the exact name, I'll tell you. Ooh, please do. Or if you're able to post parts of the link. I don't know how that all works, so I'm not gonna recommend it. But yeah, I would very much appreciate that. It looks just like this, but it has smaller wings. I'll tell you the name or the link if you'd like. Yes, please. Oh, and it's way bigger? Well, you know what they say about bigger. I hope you know, because I don't. Fuck. This has to be in the top. Yeah, this is definitely in the top. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense. Don't mind me. This doesn't feel like it matches. Try to put in the link, it's too big. Yeah. YouTube doesn't like links. I don't know why. 12-inch 3D print. Hold on. "12-inch 3D printed dragon, articulated dragon, crystal dragon, dragon fidget toy, home office decor, executive desk toy. Purple." Names are always so goofy. I feel that. Especially, I notice if it's made in an East Asian market of some sort, or some sort of factory, when it's advertised, it always has very adjective-driven names like that. Very descriptive names like that. It's always so funny. Okay, I kind of see it. Try to get the exact one I brought, but it's giving me the dumb dog thing when it got taken down. Ah, you always gotta love those. The ones that are popping up on Google, they're kind of like purple and blue, like a gradient between that. Or there's like multicolored rainbow-esque ones, which look really cool. Oh, and some of them come in eggs. But that's more like a lizard. Instead of like, unless you're talking about like serpent dragons. God, that looks so cool. No, I appreciate it though. That was really neat to look at. I'm a very bad impulse buyer. And now I want one. Therefore, I blame me if I have more money lost from my wallet. That's how it works, unfortunately. Ah, that doesn't work. It has little wings that you attach to it. It also has like, what to call them? Antlers? Oh, like the little whiskers on the mouth. Man, you're just so excited. You just can't restrain yourself from typing. I feel it. I feel that. You always impulse buy? Tisk tisk. Well, as long as you can live comfortably, having a bit of side money to impulse buy with, I do the same thing. I've been addicted to eBay for the last 2 months. I visit the site daily, and I try to buy things like, I'm addicted to anime figures. Like today, actually. If you know Toho, I got this little, Reimu today. eBay is such a good place to buy unless you get scammed or some shit. You gotta be careful with eBay. Yep. My advice is trust the high selling... Let's see. Trust the high selling, high rated sellers. So I, for the majority of the part, at least half of the figures I own that I've bought from, or at least 80% of the figures I bought have been from one single store. And they've been so reliable. They've been so good. That one I just showed was from that seller. I'm gonna regret this. I need to figure out how to stand her, but if you watched How Did He Suzumiya, I got her today as well. I got a Nindroid. Nindoroido. For Nagato Yuki. Which I'm surprised they even have Nindroids, but these are like usually auctions. Find such cute figurines. Yeah. The only thing that sucks with her, I haven't figured out how to stand her up properly. So she has to like lean against my computer for now. Otherwise she'll fall over. I think this is my favorite figure that I've gotten in terms of quality wise. But I thank you for that. I agree. These are very cute. As much as I want to say, oh, thank you. These go out to the people who manufactured them, who came up with the idea and concept of these figures. Shoutouts to the companies, the individuals, the teams that are responsible for that. They're the ones that deserve that praise. I just bought them. I bought them and find them. But yeah, I really love, especially how they incorporate the base as a shell. It's very ingenious. This is a prize figure technically. It feels cheap in comparison, but come on. If this is cheap, I'm gonna stick with cheap. This is, so high quality. But yeah, the worst I've had with eBay, which I feel very fortunate about, is a seller forgetting to include an item when I ordered something. So my favorite, what I like to call my waifu. I just said another figure. I'm running out of desk space. This is my waifu right here. Her name's Gumi. She is a Vocaloid. And a fun fact, she shares the same birthday as I do. But yeah, she waifu. And I ended up getting an art book. So it's like a little book. I got a light novel of hers, of one of her songs. I've gotten a nice little, 2 books actually. 2 nice little books. Which kind of just illustrate her. I'm trying to think of words right now. It's just like various concept sketches from different songs or different significant art designs or character designs. And in one of those books, they forgot to include, it's supposed to come with a CD. I think the light novel was supposed to come with a CD in it. They forgot it, and they ended up refunding the full purchase for it instead of just like only taking out the CD for that, which I thought was cool. They would do that. I was really sad because I kept on going back and be like, I appreciate that. I still want to pay full price for it because the book is amazing. It is beautifully created. Let's see. I've heard this happens in, I'll explain this in a little bit, but they have like these little cranes that they folded that they included in the package, which I thought was really cute. But yeah, I never got the CD. I asked them about it, and they said like, yeah, we're selling another one. You can just get that one. I'm like, oh, but do you have the CD by itself? I just got notification today that they no longer have the product. I'm like, no, I can't get the CD. Which I really am sad. I want to pay them for that. Is it weird that I want to pay them for that? Because I still feel like they did a great service with what they were able to give me, even though I didn't get the full order. So that's where I'm at with it. But that's my worst experience. I've had a box crush for an Android, but it still works. That is super cute. Aw, thank you. No, but seriously, I don't know how they fold these so well. And apparently, when I went on my vacation to that one store where I got this jigsaw puzzle from, I ended up chatting quite a bit with two of the employees there. One of them, I was talking about like online auction sites, and we were talking about because they said that they also use eBay to buy stuff off. I'm like, wait, and they mentioned a crane. I was like, wait, I actually have someone I got a crane from ordering. I was like, do we have the same seller? I showed them. I was like, yeah, no. So I'm wondering if a lot of different companies do it, because from the company that I got very acquainted with, when I started getting higher and higher quantities of stuff in the same package, they start giving me cranes with their with their packages too. I'm like, wait a second, you're not the same company, or are you? So I've gotten those as well, and I'm probably gonna get more because I have more coming that are in like larger quantities. But I'm surprised they even give these kind of nice little gifts. That looks super neat, right? They're so cool. And the history behind cranes as well is even more interesting. I make paper swans, but they never look that good. I feel like you would do much better than I would. I suck with origami, period. The most I can do... I actually want to get some paper for this. I can make those like fortune teller things. It will reveal your secret, crush. Yes, Jacob from class likes you. In fact. I know, it's shocking, right? But it's true. That's what the fortune says. That shows me how much he ordered. I looked at because you can see reviews on, like, when people review, you can review other people's products and they'll review you as a seller, or as a buyer. And I'm almost at 100, if that tells you anything. I'm almost at 100. At least 80 has been from the same seller. And that's why I say, you have to, that's where you have to be careful with it. As long as you can live within your means, enjoy it to the fullest. I think that's just the golden rule regardless, but... There's like something here that just doesn't feel right. And I feel like I need to get the tape measure, because this is supposed to go to about 36 centimeters in length. So about 14 inches. This actually feels like 14 inches. It looks way smaller, doesn't it? That's why I'm like second guessing this right now. I was like, this does not feel like 14 inches. But, fuck. How big is the box? It said 36.5 centimeters as the lesser, as this length. All right. If you like feet, there you go. First time exclusive. I wear size 11 shoes, so this is slightly small. Taking screenshots for later. Good. Some people are eating good today, baby. What feels off about this though is like the color just doesn't match exactly. Yeah, this one matches. And for the feet, by the way, as long as you're of legal age, I don't care what you do with those. Sniff screen. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. I don't know. Like across the top? Alright. I'm gonna do something that's probably gonna be really stupid. Yeah, it's like darker in this corner. Still kind of dark, but gets a little lighter. Let me... Yeah, it gets lighter over here, over here. How much was the puzzle? I tried looking for a price just now because I read that before. Probably 25 to 35 bucks, somewhere in that range. A bit more than what I would argue would be paid for a puzzle, but I'm a sucker. I'm fine with being a sucker. Is that a good price? I feel like that's a bit too expensive, not gonna lie. Also, I feel like I've been at this for 1.5 hours and this is as far as I've gotten. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's puzzles sometimes. 15 to 20 is fair, but I mean... Yeah, it's fair too. Hi, Saber! Welcome in, Raiders! How's it going? Hi! Long time no see, guys. How was stream, Saber? What were you up to? And, shit, I can't show a picture, but you can kind of see in the background. For those that don't know me, hey, my name's Unscather. I, still stream somehow, I don't know how. I like to do a variety of stuff, usually just OS and sometimes by name of Isaac. Today, we're doing a jigsaw puzzle for an anime I watched recently. Yeah, I hope stream was good. You're playing Firewatch? I've never heard of the game. What kind of game is it? And welcome in, Nezuko Ayato. How's it going, my dudes? But yeah, right now, we were also talking about, because I went to an anime store, and that's where I got this puzzle. We're talking about prices on how expensive it was, and what like a good price is for it. This is all I've done after 1.5 hours for a 500-piece puzzle. We were being spied on by some dudes. Were people stream sniping you? Oh my gosh. For guys that do not know, on Twitch, Saber is an adventurer VTuber. Go check him out. It's been a long while since I watched you, but I know, Okay, so when I was a VTuber, I was a bard. So we had that little click going on. Go check Saber out, please. Closest one is an hour and a half away though. I feel that the closest one, I had to go over 2 hours to get to this one. I am nowhere close to an anime shop. And the closest one I am, which is about an hour to an hour 15 away from me, doesn't really have much in it, which is really unfortunate. Damn. That's a good excuse to go on a vacation though. Get yourself to an anime shop. like an adventure story kind of game. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you meant multiplayer. I'm like, oh, Stalker in a multiplayer game. In which you're a ranger in the forest, and in this episode, we found out our character was a part of an experiment. Spoiler alert! Ah, nah, I'm just kidding. It sounds kind of like. I'm trying to remember what kind of story that reminds me of. I don't know if Shuffle rings a bell to that. Unknowingly part of an experiment. So like, they just thought that everything was normal, and then they got the bombshell dropped on them. Damn. I check it out. Wait, what's it called again? It is Firewatch. Keyboard smart. Ooh. Okay, it looks very scenic. Yeah, very atmospheric is one of the tags. Oh, I love that. Bet, I'll check it out later. Thanks, my dude. Oh, Saber, since it has been a while, I'm no longer on Discord, so feel free to message me on Twitch if you ever feel like it. Yeah, I'd love to chat again, catch up. But if you do need to take a breather, get something to eat, drink, take a shit, by all means, please take care of yourselves. And that is for anyone that came through the raid. Please, 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 if you need to do something, don't mind little old me. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been struggling because color coordination on slight variants of color is apparently a weakness of mine that I never knew, because I've just been like trying to connect these back and forth, and I see like these feel very different from other pieces nearby. I'm like, please let this be an optical illusion. All right. You got a really weird ad for a kids game? Wait, what the fuck? Are we Elsa gating again? Alright, this is for you, Saber. Alright, this seems right. This is the That's 14 inches. What kind of ad was it though, games? Oh, okay. This is gonna have a building on it. Okay, and then over here is gonna be the clouds. I got it. I downloaded a random game, right? It's a pixel art game, and then there's a lot of ads, as is tradition, because developers do not like to give you a promising game. Just another excuse to steal your money. I just got one where it has the kid characters with mini skirts on showing a lot of skin, and it made me a very really weird sound. Oh Jesus. It's a Hello Kitty like build your own cafe? I'm hoping, as fucked up as it sounds, I'm really hoping at least the game does not resemble the ads. That's actually what I'm hoping for. That's really funky. probably gonna have to fix this whenever I go put in the rest of the pieces. We're just gonna keep it like that for now. Yeah, okay. That's at least a little better, but damn. That's just so screwed up that they... So earlier in the stream, we were talking about how kids games, and especially like mobile games with a lot of ads in them, will portray a lot of like sexual content and just very inappropriate content for games that are open to any demographic, including kids. So it's just like really creepy that they still include that. Because again, these people know what they're doing. They know better. And they're taking advantage of people in that aspect. Again, especially kids. That's such a coincidence that I got a few minutes after talking to you about it. I will admit that's kind of funny. Just the irony of that, but... My little sister got that, like, My Talking Angela game. Oh, no. Okay, that game. And then we found a news story about how I got into your camera and can see you? Really? They put spyware. They put spyware into a kid's game like that? And I know the... What's the other one called? My Talking Tom? I think is the other one. That's actually really scary. Why would they need to be spying on kids? I know you can target like demographics to go like, Mommy, Daddy, I want to buy this toy or this candy. But as to watch them? You're a fucking pervert or something. It's the little white cat one where you can like chat with her. It's odd. I get the premise of the application. It makes sense for a child, actually. Because I think you can also do like little games or activities with them. That part I don't feel as too bad with because it is entertaining in its own aspects. The spyware though. They're made by the same developer, I think. That makes sense. Because it's like the similar art style, it's similar kind of premise in both of those. Just a female version of it. Jesus. And I'll bring it back to the part of the conversation where parents need to understand what they're putting their kids through. They need to realize what's going in. But that's one of the more complex topics where they don't really understand, especially if they don't have a technical background. They may not understand what goes into an application. Hell, I have a technical background, and yet I didn't even realize that was going on. I don't have a reason to understand because I don't use the applications. Nor have I kept up on any news with that, but... That's one of those scenarios, I'm not going to blame the parents on that one. If that is true, that's just fucked up. That's on the developer. Or whatever management decided on that. I think developers are a very easy scapegoat, which some developers deserve to be because they are the ones making that decision. But if they don't have control of that decision and merely, well, they have to have some sort of moral compass at the same time, right? But to an extent, they just take orders from someone else. A bit more understandable. But again, morals. Slightly off topic, I just can't... really tolerate as much when people immediately blame a developer, since they're the easiest to blame, because they're the ones creating the physical game. But that's only when it's like parts of like big, what do I want to say? Like big companies or big teams. Live's kind of glitching out. Let me see. What's cool? I don't know how to do this on YouTube yet, but Twitch has a little monitoring tool where you can check your bit rate. If you're not familiar with bit rate, that's what is the kind of like marker to see how much connection or how much how do I want to explain bit rate? Just know with bit rate, the higher it is, the better your connection, essentially. And Twitch has a way you can check your bitrate over time to see if there's been any drops or any disconnects to your stream. So my bitrate looks normal. I'm not sure if anyone else is having any other issues in the stream. But I do appreciate you saying something, games. Even if it's just yourself. I think I'm always going to be happy with a viewer saying something about that, even if it's just a personal problem, because it could be something big. But yeah, I think we're all good. It might just be on you for now. Anyways, moving on. I'll just leave it at, yeah, that's fucked up, and I'm hoping there's something being done about it, where they take that out. They remove any spyware. Because another thing is, there's always going to be some sort of mandate for using an application, like read the terms and conditions. No one's going to read that. As much as I hate to admit it, no one's going to read it or care. And they'll slip little shit like that in. It's like, we reserve the right to spy on you, or use your data however we please. And that's just a nightmare. I'm just hoping... Like, I get we're in the age, we're in the technical age of being spied on through any form or mean. Any technology we use, like our smartphones, always tracks our location, whether or not we consent to it. Our devices, our computers know what we're doing at all times, that kind of shit. Like, they're not gonna know every single detail, of course, but they're gonna know the basics, like what you search for, what you're buying, what you're watching. It's not all tailored to a specific platform that's gathering that information, because that's just part of the algorithm. Like, for example, YouTube will understand what you're watching, so it can then try to suggest videos which may be related. It's not the best algorithm, but it is interpreted for that kind of purpose, right? It's just wild. Quick tangent, I think these are actually at the bottom. Yeah, I think these will go out the bottom, actually. Conspiracy theories aside, I promise I'm not a nut job. You just have to listen to me and my 11 conspiracies. I was about to say, I don't know where this one goes, but there's a part near the roof where there's shade against the wood. Okay. Kinda getting it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm like I'm so focused right now. I should have started with this wood first. I was gonna say this wood is my bitch, but I am now this wood's bitch. I got bamboozled. Welcome back, games. I went AFK, sorry, lol. Dude, never apologize. Come in and out as you please. I'm just here for entertainment purposes, right? So never any pressure. Never any pressure, my dude. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna do some magic. Oh, one-handed magic. Yeah! I almost fucked up because this went on the side, off the side of the desk. It somehow stayed intact, but I panicked. It's so cute, Gaga. Oh, thank you. I hope it looks cuter once it's done. Fuck. There we go. Excuse me. My dad just got home and he got me a bear with a flower. I'm trying to comprehend this. I'm trying to comprehend that sentence real quick. 1 second. The puzzle looks so nice, I want one now. Go get you one. I wanted to say earlier, and I forgot about it, but there's this site. I need to find it because I used to be a frequent viewer of Spicy Wolf subreddit on Reddit, and there was this one guy that actually got custom-made puzzles of an image to use and uploaded, which then was printed out to a physical puzzle. And I never tried it out. I've always wanted to try one out. I would say do it. You don't use Reddit? That's good. Reddit is cancer. And I use it daily. Nah, Reddit is just like any other social media site. Just a bit more anonymous if you choose. I need some clarification on the bear with a flower. Did it have like a little flower in its mouth as it crawled on all fours against your living room? Okay, that's right. There we go. Maybe this goes somewhere else, actually. Because those line up just nice. This part does not line up. That's a new creepypasta? That image is gonna haunt me now? Wait, the bear with a flower walking across your floor? That kind of reminds me of... Yes? Come on. That reminds me of... And this is because of Reddit, but it reminds me of Russia. And like memes related to like bears being treated as pets. Where people actually like just keep bears at home with them. Like giant grown-ass bears. Take care of them, feed them, do the whole shebang. Alright! Turn it! Yeah! Alright, that's probably gonna be off, but that'll be fun for later. I don't care, it's good enough. That's so scary how you imagined it. I mean, it has a flower in its hand, or in its mouth. How scary could it be? This has a hand, speaking of hands. That's an arm and a hand. So that means there's another piece with an arm with a hand in it. This is an edge piece with a name on it. It's like a bear with flowers around it in a bouquet? Wait, what? That reminds me of, I don't know where the fuck this came from, but that one meme where they were asking women like, would you rather date a man or a bear? And they would choose bear because they felt safer around a bear than guys. I was like, it kind of reminded me of that actually, with a bear with like a bouquet in its mouth. Exactly, a bear. They would much rather be around a bear. Because I think the meme plays on the that'd be cute. Be around a bear rather than a guy? What the fuck? Because I think it plays on the, yeah, a little bit sad, because it plays on the notion of how men can be seen as untrustworthy, or they can be dangerous in aspects to where they'd rather be around a bear. Which is sad. I think that's very sad. Because there are guys out there, they'll do anything they can just to fuck. And boom, that's it. Take advantage of other people, do whatever it takes, say anything that sounds good enough. That's their end goal. It's not everyone, which is very, very awesome. People are honest out there. But it can be a concerning amount of people. But yeah, it is very sad. That's kind of a whole philosophical kind of thing as well. Just how much can you really trust another person? Regardless of how long you've known them. One thing I'm being more... That's how most guys are imaged, yeah. They're basically brutes. They're little bears. They're big bears. But one thing that's like becoming more prevalent with especially the younger generations, I'm gonna sound like a boomer saying this, but kind of like how fragile relationships are really with people. Once you get close to someone, I feel like they're a lot more fragile now than they used to be. Like it only takes one small thing. You say one thing wrong or do one thing wrong. Where when I had friends growing up and stuff, you would talk it out, kind of get through it together and just tolerate it while doing your best not to repeat it, right? But nowadays it's just like it's one little small thing and that's it. Boom. So like not just with how guys are perceived as like bears, which that in itself is a whole separate problem. I'm not going to relate it to what I'm talking about now. It just reminded me of the kind of overall concept of relationships just feel fragile. Like being able to trust someone over a period of time. Can you truly trust someone over a period of time? And how much can you trust them? Which is a little depressing to think about in that nature. But that's just kind of how it's gone over time. It's the best way I can describe it. That's just how I can take it by this point. It's sad you really need to think. You need to really think before trusting. Exactly. You have to be... Because people... The main root of it is people are dishonest. People take advantage of others very easily. And that's when it becomes very problematic. Is because if they're going to take advantage of someone so easily, that means you have to build yourself up to have a strong enough shell so that they can't take advantage of you. Which also is very sad, that that's the world we live in. It'd be very awesome if we could just immediately trust someone, take their word for it, and just move forward with it. And there's some cultures where that's easier to do with other people. That's sad. Especially if you want to make connections with people, if you want to make more friends, find significant others of some sort, or just be a nice community person, or a person in the community. You have to really earn it, and then once something happens, if one mistake is made or one belief is made on someone, it just all gets troubled. Even if, I don't know, there's a lot of innocent people out there that have been really taken advantage of or get blamed for things, and that's it. Everything they had, they worked for, all gone. Even when they're proven innocent. It takes one bad person to ruin someone's whole life, then they can never trust another person. I'm gonna sound like a fucking crazy person by saying this. I've wanted to do a video, a very detailed video on the concept of an ideal world. That's probably out of fucking left field, based on what we're talking about now. But it reminds me of that topic because one of the concepts that I consider to be an ideal world would be the ability to trust someone, or to be able to have unrequited trust in people. You'd watch it for sure. I was like thinking about like there's so many different concepts because the thought of an ideal, okay, so tangent time. The thought of an ideal world is it's specific to yourself and yourself only. We may share some ideals which match with one another, like for example, peace and no war in the world, for example, where everyone can get along. That might be a common trait that people want. But if I were to say that I want green hair waifu and you say blue hair waifu, then we're going to fucking war. No, I'm just kidding, but that would be two separate concepts that define our sort of ideal world. That's a very niche example, and I'm very great at making... I've learned I'm very great at making very opposite ends of the coin as examples, because it's hard to find a middle ground. Especially just on the spot. But the concept of an ideal world, if we were to make one, we'd have to make it centralized to some extent so that everyone has a common ground for what they want and what we can achieve. Beyond that, we need to then distinguish what can we do to monitor that? What can we do to make sure that everything's being upheld, being followed as it should be? And it just gets more and more complex from there. I've thought about it a lot, because it's fun to think about that kind of stuff sometimes. But it's also on the concept that if we want an ideal world, we need to be able to trust that people can uphold that level of ideal. We need to trust that was hard to get together. I don't know why. But we need to trust that we can hold ourselves accountable and accept the punishment for deviating from that ideal. But then again, if we don't hold the same ideals as one another, then is it really fair to go for that ideal world? But going back to kind of the concept of trusting people, it only takes one person to ruin it for everyone. Once that first example occurs, then it will trickle. It's like a trickle-down effect or a domino effect. But other people will figure out that they can do the same thing, take advantage of other people, get what they want. It's worked. Why won't it work for them? People get smarter over time, but they'll still take advantage of it while they still can. And that's where it's really dangerous. But going for the actual video, I want to make a video, but the one thing I really want to figure out is how to make a good sounding quality microphone for recording. Because I'm always at a disparity for some of the quality of sound. It just kind of like sets me off the wrong way. It's like, ugh. Like, I don't know if you can hear it well, but there's percussion-ish sound whenever I speak. Because I turned off my noise cancellation for background sounds today. Sounds good right now? Well, I appreciate that. I've thankfully gotten some help. There are people that have helped me get it to a higher quality, because I am terrible at mixing audio or preparing audio for usage. The one thing I need to figure out is how to make it as clean as possible. Well, like, there's two parts to sound quality. Making sure there's no background noise when possible, so keyboard, you don't want to really hear that if possible. And then, well, people like that, but I don't. And then you want to make sure whenever you reduce that background noise, you don't reduce the quality of the main noise or your voice that you're trying to target. It's a big in between. Your environment is part of that factor, and then what you do to prepare that environment. Both within what kind of microphone you have, what kind of software you're using, etc., etc. So I'm glad you find it sounds good enough. I want better. I'll probably still do it regardless, but I am selfishly picky, and that's okay. It sounds normal to you? That's good. I think what I need to do, I use OBS, which has those filters in it, which makes it a little bit, how do I want to say? It makes it a little bit, it takes away some of that quality. It'd be a dream to get like my ideal quality. Because like, I'm not worried, for people that are watching, I'm not worried that you guys will dislike it or anything. If you find it, if you're able to hear me, it's not like noticeably different. Or if you expect it to be like some sort of electrical sounding thing because, you know, internet electronics are used, that's understandable. I just have my own personal taste that I want to match. It's just me being picky. Like, I'm happy enough with this mic quality as it is, but it can be better. Tangent. I think this is supposed to be on the right side. And this is on the left. This puzzle's taking a while. It's just so off. I can't use the excuse I'm getting distracted because... I mean, I'm partially distracted, but that's part of streaming in general. So I can't use that as an excuse. It's just, I'm not understanding how some of these pieces mix. I really wish I didn't put the pieces in the box. Okay, that's better. It still looks weird to me, but that is definitely better. Alright. Slightly time to focus on the puzzle. And this is why I find electronic puzzles easier to do, because they, especially when they snap pieces together, it makes it so much easier. With this puzzle feels a bit different from physical puzzles I've done before, because it feels like pieces that aren't supposed to fit easily fit, whereas pieces that are supposed to fit do not fit as well. As much as I want to make that an excuse, I can't blame that 100%. I cannot. It's safe to say though, this is not going to be a one stream thing, dude. I'll do this in another stream in the future. On my next day off, maybe. 2 hours, let's go! It's like all your puzzles quality because they're all like $5. Is it because it's like a cheaper quality puzzle? I honestly don't have too much recent experience, especially recently, experience with like jigsaw puzzles. Just yeah. If you paid $30, you should get a good puzzle. It should be like that. Yeah, $30 is a pretty good price for a puzzle. Because anytime I go to a bookstore, I'll see like puzzles and I'll look through them. There's some, I forget what the brand's called, like Raven something? Ravenborough? I don't remember the name of the brand, but those are pretty good quality. I have a few $50 ones and they work easily. Like even my $10 ones work like that. Oh. Here's another possibility though. I'm just fucking stupid. Sometimes it's just as simple as I don't know what's going on. And I'm just only like putting pieces together until they fit. And then making sure they're the correct pieces that fit. As much as I want to blame other things, I'm also likely at fault. I'm fine to call myself fucking stupid. I'm an idiot sometimes. That's fine. I'm not gonna glorify it, but I have my moments. Always a possibility. You son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that point. It's like, I can call myself an idiot, but you cannot call me an idiot, or else I'm telling mommy. Daddy! You just make it, you just turn it into a, Daddy! They just called me an idiot! They called me stupid poopy head! And that's when it gets fun. No, Timmy, don't tell mommy, please. Okay, games, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're not fucked, but you're pretty fucked. You've done it now. Wait until mommy hears about this. I'm gonna tell mommy, and then mommy's gonna tell daddy, and then daddy's gonna tell mommy, and then mommy's gonna tell me that he's not gonna do anything about it because I'm a bitch. And I'm like, Daddy, why? You let them have everything, and you give me nothing! And then he's like, huh? Sports. And then goes to the TV, cracks open a cold one, and just watches for 3 hours. Tonight's game is hockey. It's the St. Louis Blues versus the... I only know local teams. Actually, because I am Illinois, Blackhawks is my team, but, no, that's baseball. Baseball has 2 Chicago teams. JK. The White Sox and the Cubs. You're telling mommy you said I said a no-no word? Fuck! You wouldn't tell mommy. You wouldn't tell mommy that, would you? See, I almost puked in scary. Because you wouldn't tell mommy. No, please! Mommy! They're telling the fall! Does anyone ever say... Okay, does anyone ever say, because if someone's telling the truth, you say that they're telling the truth. What's false? They're telling the false? I know, I'm fucking stupid. The word is lie. They're telling the lie. I actually forgot what the word was. They're falsating? Mommy, they're falsating again! That'd be kind of funny to hear a kid say. Don't believe them! They're falsating! No way! OMG! Anyways. I still want to do voice acting at some point. I've done it for covers back when I was in college, and I want to do it for like an animation or some sort of voiceover dub. I was supposed to do one for an animation that I was making, but I haven't touched that thing in months. This does not feel right. Like, looking at the contrast between the 2 colors, it doesn't feel right. They're similar, they're just not exact. And that's been my issue with this puzzle. Maybe I just need to get good. When I hear that voice, I think of a little child in overalls with yellow eyes looking opposite directions. Wait, what? Wait a second. Why yellow eyes specifically? Are they like flat out like fucking dying, or is it like one of those where you could see a fly just fly into their ear on one side and not the other because they don't have a brain? One of those kind of kids. I'm cackling. I don't know what cackling is, so hopefully that's close enough. That'd be like I'm cackling so much I'm gonna spit. I'm gonna spit up, mommy. You sounded like a little kid really well. I don't know if I should have said that as a compliment or not. Mommy! 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 I'm going to the toilet! I'm gonna take a little pee-pee! Like, when I go on my own, like, okay, I'm gonna say it aloud. I'm not, like, ashamed with it or anything. I actually like that I do it. I talk to myself a lot. And one of the things I like to do, if it's like for something silly, I just like to do like little voices. Me too, haha, you're also insane, that's what they say about people that talk with them, like to themselves a lot, right? That they're like crazy or something. People just don't know how to have fun, man. That's it, I'm gonna tell mommy. But anyways, I'm on a YouTube video haul when taking out groceries. Maybe I am? Hold on, hello! I don't have anything funny to say, I'm just gonna ban you. Damn! I was hoping I would have like a funny thing to say to that bot. I'm growing stiff, I'm growing rusty. JK, I never had it in the first place. Oh yeah, so on Twitch, very big thing, like it's happened for years, where people make bots that promote like separate services to gain followers, viewers, like anything fake for like a price. It's obviously a scam. And then you get banned for it anyways. So yeah, it's stupid. People actually fall for that kind of stuff. Really sorry for them. You talk to yourself like a friend? That's good. I think especially your internal monologue, at least, if not while talking with yourself. I think it's good to treat yourself kindly in any aspect. So I like that. You have full-on talks with yourself? Like, are you on both sides of the conversation? That might work. Oh, damn. I do some more like a narrative kind of talk. It's like, I don't answer to myself. I just kind of like present to myself. It was 1975. The year was crisp. As crisp as a $2 single bill I introduced back in 1937. Think you may be a psycho? Alright. I kid about that. The truth is, if we didn't have any sort of crazy in ourselves, we would truly be crazy. We have to have a little bit of crazy in us. Especially to survive in this day and age. I would be surprised if someone did not have a little bit of themselves that was crazy. Earlier I got Taco Bell. Oh wow, that's really cool! So that's kind of like how you talk with yourself? Ah, okay. Now that I'm gonna judge her? No, I'm not gonna judge you for that. Huh. I don't know how people can do that, to be honest with you. That's interesting. That's the most I can contribute to that, is that's interesting. Just because I guess we have our own ways of being able to interact with ourselves, right? So a very small portion of people cannot hear themselves. People don't know what an internal dialogue is, just because they don't experience it for whatever reason. I don't know the science behind that. Other people, maybe they do talk with themselves still, but just they have to be like very straightforward with it. Like, one thing, I joke about this because I'm a software developer, and you have to talk with yourself in your field. You have to talk out your ideas out loud when you're programming something to make sure that it works, to make sure that's in fruition to the idea you're trying to get. So it's like, it's normal to talk to yourself. It's strange if you don't talk with yourself, I would say. Almost as strange as not being, like, okay, so funny inside joke with software development that you could probably use in other fields, but if you don't Google at least once a day when you're making code, you're not doing your job correctly. If you get the joke, you get it. If you don't, it sucks to be you. Nah, but seriously, it's I like to make that joke because anyways, I'm getting off tangent with that. I don't know why I like it. I just like it. Everyone has an inner dialogue person telling them their actions as they do it. Maybe. Ow. I kind of think of like having an inner dialogue as like, I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe I'm going crazy. According to a Medium article, only 30 to 50% of people have an internal monologue. And then another source says 30 to 50% of people don't have an inner voice. Okay, inner voice is what I meant earlier. It is called anaduralia. I'm just gonna post that. I wonder if this actually relates to, and I'll post it for Twitch as well. I wonder if it relates to people who aren't able to paint pictures in their own head. Like they can't visualize things. Something along that line. I don't know if that's the same thing or if it's a different thing. Also, welcome in Evie. How's it going, my dude? Someone's lurking from behind. Have a good look, my dude. Hope you're doing well, Evie. I think I first learned about that back, I don't know if it was a few months ago or when I first learned it. It was late in my 20s, I can tell you that. And I thought it was the craziest kind of concept ever. I was like, there's no way people can't do that, right? Everyone has to have some sort of monologue. It's crazy. Like, I can't fathom, I can't imagine not being able to see anything in your mind or picture something in your mind, or to be able to not be able to think out loud. You think they're all liars? That is a hot take, my dude. It was nice knowing you, now you're gonna get canceled. Imagine. No, but seriously, the one thing that kind of like makes it really weird, like wild to me, which I do admit, it feels kind of false in a sense. 30 to 50% is a very large number. I'd believe it if it was like closer to 5 to 10% at most. 30 to 50% seems a little extreme, but that also tells me, that also suggests to me, maybe implies, that their sample is very targeted or very heavily weighted towards that group. It's not a true sample or a fair sample. That's something you use on a normal basis when making decisions. Exactly. That's why I find it like very alien. It's like there's no way. There's no way they can't. It also makes you wonder, how do they go about daily life? What do they do in place of it? That's gonna get you thinking now? Let's go! I mean, not much is happening in this puzzle, to be honest, so you got plenty of room to think. Oh. Those I know go together because hair connects. I know you can't see it well. Hair. There are things that are very difficult to think about, but I believe it's worthwhile to think about those tougher things. And just because it's tough doesn't mean it has to be necessarily bad. I think being able to question the most simplest things and think about them in a very complex manner is healthy. It can be dangerous when you find sources which can sway you to think a certain way based on their own agenda rather than just a generalized belief or fact. That's the one thing that's dangerous about it. You have grandma hobbies? I'm crocheting right now. The first thing that came to my mind is like, crocheting sounds fucking metal. I would for the life of me not be able to crochet myself anything. Damn. No, seriously, I think crocheting is metal as fuck. Not even kidding. It's tough. There's a band called Slipknot. That's what you use when crocheting. Just call your hat Corey then. Call your hat Corey Taylor. Actually, I don't know all the names of the members of Slipknot, especially since they've changed in the last decade or half decade. I don't know where I was gonna go with that joke, so I'm just gonna leave it. You're making a Luffy hat? Oh, is it the straw hat? You silly, you're supposed to use straw for that, not crochet materials. Are you gonna make it like actual hat sized? Because you say you usually make sweaters. Ooh. Sweaters did not sound easy either. Like, it sounds like, lots of blood. I don't know about sweat. Maybe if you're like crocheting yourself for a good workout, maybe? Definitely tears. Wow, my mistake, let me go get some straw for my field. I don't know what it was about that last laugh. That little... That was fucking awesome. There we go. It only takes you, or one takes you 14 hours? I feel like, maybe I'm out of touch with it, but 14 hours doesn't feel like that much, actually, for crocheting. Whereas 14 hours is a long time. Because, like, I imagine crocheting to be... God, how many rows? And you have to determine the size of the circumference. It sounded like a burp or a hiccup. I feel like the second one did. The first one felt like natural. Like naturally attuned. I am burping though a lot. I'm trying not to. One row is usually 90 chains, so 90 stitches, then like 40 rows, so that's 3,600. That's a lot. Holy shit. For some reason, when you say chains, that makes me think of chainmail. Which reminds me of a manhwa about a woman that traveled in time, I think 1,000 years in the future, and met with this one guy, and he started making chainmail. I just remember that, but like he's a streamer, or he makes videos for a living, so he's like very popular in that aspect. But he also likes to gaslight the girl, which she falls for a lot first, but then she gets used to it over time. But I think they get married, or at least are dating. That's just for the main body, not even the sleeves. Nah, we go metal, we go sleeveless. Let's go, baby. Just imagining Grammy with those fucking can't even talk coherently. I'm just imagining Grammy with those like sick fucking swollen pythons on her biceps, just walking around with a crocheted knitted sleeveless jacket or a sweater, and it's like, Grandma's gonna make some bingos. I want a grandma to sound like the fucking Dark Knight. Is that too much to ask for? Grady's gonna go kick some ass now. You be a good dearie. And drink that protein shake I made you with those cookies. I want that to be my grandma. People make like cosplay armor from soda tabs. You pay money to see that ripped grandma? Some grandmas rip you a new one on the bingo sheets, but this grandma's gonna rip your asshole apart. Coming to theaters. Buff Granny, Part 2. Electricity and the Boogaloo. The fucking jazz music right there ended perfectly. Talk about timing. Oh, that's right there. That's it right there. Alright, I'll get the wig. I hope you don't mind like little tiny pythons though. Muscle growth, more like muscle atrophy, am I right? My muscles are as tiny as... I don't even have a funny comparison, they're just tiny. I've been thinking about doing working out at home. I tried it before, but it's so hard. Especially to make a habit of it and keep up with the habit. I don't get how people can really get into working out. And of course it's not a bad thing, it's an amazing thing that they can. You should, not like I ever have, but it sounds cool. Like working out, you mean? You've never worked out before? Or are you talking about the buff grandma? Become the granny that kicks ass and takes names. Oh, I just realized. Damn. Oh, not like actually getting into working out. I mean, that's the cool thing about gyms, is it's that much easier. You don't have to worry about buying the equipment. You don't have to make a commitment in that sense to then uphold yourself to... I mean, there's gym memberships, but besides that... It's just... How do I explain it to a mortal like you? No. My mind's going blank, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, I feel like a gym would be... It's very great because, especially if you are sedentary in life. I'm very sedentary. I sit at a desk all day. But I make sure, like, I try to walk out around as much as I can. You know, walk across the house when I can. But being able to, like, maybe do push-ups, sit-ups, that kind of stuff. Like, for a while, what I would do, because it was better than nothing, when I woke up, I would try to make it a habit to get out of bed, but first, I would do stretches. I would start laying down, do stretches, and then sit up, do stretches, finally step out of bed, do stretches, and then go about whatever I do next for my morning routine. But, I stopped doing that after a while. I still have, like, the URL saved. Maybe I don't have the URL saved anymore. Fuck. Hold on. Oh, I do. I literally just Googled list of stresses to do in the morning. And then, it was the first link I clicked and it was like, yeah, this is it. It's a good segue too, because you start to get active, you're starting to go small. And one thing I did learn from working out in the past is start small, then go big. Your body should be challenged, but it should be acclimated to that challenge, rather than just pushing yourself too hard and being in a worse spot. This feels off up here. This shit feels off to me. This should not connect. I am getting my ass kicked by this puzzle. Your cat's eating your yarn? Oh my god. You should give it head pats and screeches to make it stop. Cats are the most selfish ever little shits. You can't help but love them, but they are little pieces of shit. Adorable little pieces of shit. I haven't owned a cat myself since I was a kid. But I know all too well. I know their little schematics, their little deceptive little ways. Are we their masters or are they our masters, you know? They're so rude but adorable. They're so adorkable. And there's nothing we can do about it. We survived to, we survived essentially just to facilitate to every demand of theirs, to every need. Bless me. Oh, I taste blood in that. What the fuck? This is too long. I was about to go on something right there, but I actually had to check my nose if I was starting to bleed or not. I was like, wait, do I have a nosebleed now? I didn't see any lewd images online of anime girls. Of course, I'm not gonna bleed out my nose. That's the common trope. I feel like it's too overdone. It's overstayed its welcome. I do taste blood though. 1 second. I'm gonna BRB. And then you get to watch me awkwardly go around this table because space is tight in here. I'm fine, by the way. It's just more so like minor, like I might taste blood. Because my nose is starting to get runny too, so we best be safe. Okay, BRB. How embarrassing. I'm back. Yeah. I would raise my camera, but I got some things I can't show on stream right now, so I'm not going to. And yes, they are of that degenerate nature. But, good news. I'm not dying. At least not at a faster rate than what is normal by human standards. No, seriously, I have to like be careful with how I walk because my chair barely fits where it's at right now. Oh. I need this piece. But yeah, yeah, no nosebleed. It's like one of those, as a kid, I would often get nosebleeds during the summer. So this out of nowhere, I would get at least a few times in summer. When I grew up, they stopped happening. I don't know what happened. That's good that I got nosebleeds? What the fuck? Nah, I'm just kidding. Talk about timing. No, but I stopped getting them. I haven't had a nosebleed in so long. I do have a habit of picking my nose every so often. So like if I do that, it sometimes can happen. Very rarely though. Very rarely. That feels better. You're about to ask something? Oh my god, I'm happy I didn't. I don't care. You can ask it if you want. I don't get offended. I need this to line up, damn it! I still need to figure out where these go! Oh, fuck. Maybe this is slightly longer. When you said you pick your nose, I was gonna joke about and ask if you ate the boogers you got. I take fucking offense to that. Imagine. No, I don't take offense to that. I used to as a kid. And, like, I don't go out of my way to pick my nose. If I do these days, I'll have a napkin or something. It's like one of those, you know when you get something stuck in your nose and you can't blow it out, so you have to, like, reach for it manually? I know not everyone does that, but I do it because I don't want to feel that in my nose for the rest of my day, or for the rest of the day. If I'm desperate, I'll just use my bare finger and then wash it after. But, when I was a kid, I used to eat my boogers. I have tasted it. I have tasted my snot. Don't ask me how. But... or why, even. I don't want to. It's fucking gross. It tastes disgusting. I don't know. I don't get how people can pick their nose and eat it, like, on purpose, like, grown people. Maybe it's like a habit similar to, like, biting nails, because I do bite my nails. So it could be something similar to that. It's always like stuck when I sneeze. I'm gonna stick, and when I'm sick, it goes like in my mouth. Yeah. And sometimes you'll swallow it too. You don't do it on purpose. Like you don't like go out of your way to do it. It just kind of happens naturally. It's disgusting. It is so disgusting. But that's just part of the bodily functions. Sometimes we just can't help it. Also, sorry, chat. I'm gonna. Okay. Sorry if you heard that. Sometimes you just like get stuffed up and then you have to like, I'm gonna mute myself this time. Like, you're not supposed to like inhale it. Like, it's not inhaling, but it's like vacuuming it. So that way you can get rid of stuff that's in your nasal cavity. But sometimes it's just easier to do that. Who actually purposely eats their boogers as a grown adult? Again, I'm not gonna judge. There's probably people out there that do that. If it's as like likely, if it's like a habit of like chewing your nails or something, I don't personally get it, but I can understand that's the reason why. If people just enjoy the taste of the boogers, I'm not gonna judge them for them. I know that's easier to judge someone for that kind of thing, but I won't judge them at the same time. I'm not gonna understand it, but I'm not gonna make fun of them for it either. That's just their... I guess you could say that's just their quirk. I need to figure this out. Maybe like that. Probably like nail biting, yeah. Yeah. Cause it's like, it's hard to control yourself sometimes. You'll just do it unconsciously. And for those people, I bite my own nails out of habit. I don't like doing it, it's just a habit. But for those people that don't know, if you bite your nails, it can really damage your teeth, which is a very big downside. So stop it. Get some help. Yes! This side's done. Stop it. Get some help. I know you can't see it. It's very hard to see. But right here, there's like a little green line at the edge, which goes into the next piece, the little bump that I'm trying to find. Which means I'm reconstructing it. Piece by piece. And there's no guarantee that I've gotten all the edge pieces out of the box. I may have skipped one by accident, which makes this even more difficult. Because if there's like a crucial piece like right here, was the part where it splits, again, hold on. At the bottom, I'll see if I can use my finger. So at the bottom right here, where it kind of goes from water to stone, that's where I'm trying to look for. Right down here. And right now, there's no piece which evenly cuts that off. Which is stumping me. Because this does not end the water. It actually continues the water into the next piece. But maybe it doesn't, because it looks like the water stops at an angle. Okay, I found it. Okay, that was easy. I finally got it. Yeah, I have a strong feeling that a cloud's gonna be at the top, up here. So that's where these pieces go. This will go somewhere on the side. I still don't know where her hand is. And I still don't have a piece that ends here. All right. We're at the 3-hour mark, so I'm gonna leave those to the side for now. We're just gonna set this as the border. This is good enough for now. And I'm going to start on these letters. Yeah, because the letters go on the bottom left. Even though the picture shows it at the top, this puzzle's different. It's different. And then if this is quick enough, I'll start on the characters. This is what I was talking about. This piece right here is in the correct spot, but it was hard to put in. Which makes me a little worried. But as it's together, it feels a lot easier. And then we'll be able to start to piece out like what doesn't fit on the edge. Yeah, okay. This piece does not belong. So we already found an edge piece, which is off, which is incorrect. So maybe I should have started with like the notable pieces of the puzzle. That's not it either. Oh, thank you, thank you. But, yeah, maybe this is even incorrect as well. Because that doesn't want to fit in either. That feels good, though. Yeah, so I'll just start on characters. The fun part of the puzzle! When you're done with the puzzle, you take Mod Podge or like clear nail polish and just layer it on. It'll keep the puzzle together if you want it to be, or just take apart after. I've wanted to, so like, when I was talking about that one person that did the Spice and Wolf puzzles earlier, they actually glued their pieces together. And I've never done it myself. I think having the ability to redo a puzzle is fun in itself. Then again, I never get around to it, so. I want to try that with some puzzle one day. I did not know you could use nail polish for that, though. One, I don't wear nail polish usually. That's a fun story. I've worn nail polish twice in my life. Only twice. But that's interesting, you can use clear nail polish. Or glue it onto a cardboard square? Yes. Doesn't that mean you have to do the puzzle twice, though? I guess that's part of the fun of it, right? But also, since it's already done, you can just do one piece at a time. Excuse me. Anything clear that can keep it together, kind of, unless you start it on a box? Like, as long as the pieces slide in and out just fine. Without much resistance, I feel like, yeah, it wouldn't be that bad, would it? Yeah. But yeah, going back to nail polish, I've worn, God, this was back in community college. I wore, because it was for a church event, like a church that my friend went to. It was an overnight thing, so I wore, they painted green and blue. Like bright green and blue, because it's like, those were my favorite, that was my favorite color combination after black and red at the time. I can't remember, because the second one was with an X. This was back in uni, where I painted, she painted, I forgot what color she painted on me. But I think it was like a single color, maybe like green or blue. Welcome in, Miruku! Brother, you are 3 hours in, there's no way you weren't close yet. This puzzle's difficult, okay? The edge is difficult. I'm not good at edging. But yeah, how are you doing, Miruku? I know, it's not a lot. Again, I already told myself I can't use, I already told myself I can't use chat as an excuse because I get distracted when I do these things, but that's, I don't know. I just suck at coordinating the correct pieces together. You're tired, man? I just bought yet another fucking controller that I won't use. What kind of controller did you get? You're not good at what? Putting edges together. That is not what I am good at. I can do it on like, yeah, I'm not good at edging. Because I can do that on, desktop when I do puzzles on, like a desktop application or game. You too? You're not much one for edging? That's understandable. It seems easy enough, but then you do it in real life and it's like, oh, this is not exactly what I'm looking for. Huh. You got a leverless hitbox? Oh wait, is that for I actually don't know what that is. Is that a is that for fighting specific games, Mitika? God damn it! I found an edge piece! I found an edge piece in the box! Ah! This is where this is where Rika's hand was. Hold on. Ah! Kinda can't see it, huh? You can see like fingers. It's a fighting game specific controller? Ah, okay, so like with the individual buttons. You're an F-tier FGC gamer. Fighting game champion? Are you a champion? Because you're a champion in my eyes, Mitika. Ah, Florida Gateway College fighter. What's the reason behind my name? That is a long answer. I'll answer that here in a moment. Fighting game community. Ah, so you're not from Florida. Understood, understood. What fighting games are you into these days, Mitika? You're not from Gatorville, USA. I used to live in Florida. Would not recommend, if you can help it. Not to say it's a bad place and people shouldn't like it. But the stories are true. Tekken 8? Ooh. Wait, they're already on 8? No, no, Street Fighter was on 6. Okay. I was about to say, goddamn. Also, this is a lot of pieces for characters. You're from Florida? Hey, yo. I saw some crazy shit when I lived there. I only lived for a year, though. So, I am so sorry in advance, games. I'm gonna rip on Florida a little bit. Not to say that your state sucks. It's just because, for the memes. Oh god, I don't remember if I said the story. I still will get back to the username. I think I told tell the story of like my first day in Florida when I moved to Florida back in 2019. But I'll get to that in a bit. Australia and Florida share a similar history, and the people act similarly. I didn't know about. Wait, Australia is like the Asia. Well, Australia is not part of Asia, but let's pretend it is. Is Australia the Florida of Asia? It's a garbage state. I'm not getting canceled today, baby. Let's go. Hey. Yeepa. Okay. So username. So my username is pronounced unscaler. Excuse me. And it is, well, I want it to be the opposite of a scather. So the name scather, or the word scather means someone who harms others, is essentially what it gets to. And I made this when I was in high school, I think, the username unscather. And the reason why I chose it is because I think, well, I can't answer exactly because it's been over a decade since then. But the main point that I wanted to get in my name is, as people, we should be kind to one another. We should be treating each other with respect, with love, with just any sort of fairness we can. Don't harm others. Don't be a harmful person to others if you can. And you can be harmful in many ways. Like, you don't have to be like the obvious, like, there's someone hurting someone, someone killing someone, that shit. No. I mean so more in the way of like, don't be rude to others, treat people with kindness and respect. Be honest with them. That's the kind of ideology I have and still take to this day, where we should try to be just respectable human beings to one another. That's what we should be as people. So that's where my name came from. I know the it means like similar to do and undo. It's like reverting an action. So it doesn't make sense to use an I just thought that it sounded cool. And it was unique because no one else had the name. So that's the whole full history lesson behind my username, baby. Australia and Florida are both landmasses where prisoners were sent to be exiled. Okay, I actually did not know that about Florida, if I'm being honest with you. Australia I knew, but Florida, wow. You know, it's all starting to come together. One face. I knew all those people in that state were all dangerous people. I really want to make a comment, but it's kind of inappropriate, so I'm not going to. I looked at the character details and I'm like, isn't she too young to have that? And that's all I'm going to say about it. I know that's not how it works in real life, but because people develop at different ages, but I'm gonna leave it at that. People develop, imagine, especially if you're in Florida. Okay, I'll stop shitting on Florida now. But, people have their development arcs, believe it or not. They became the anime characters IRL. Whoa! My little sibling made it for you? Wait, what? Oh, for your username. Games PC. I'm not gonna pretend to understand what that means, but I'm assuming you play video games on your PC. Now that's adorable, though. Probably false. I know many toddlers who are only 18 plus in age and body. Oh my god, am I one of them? I'm just kidding, I'm too fat to be. I'm too chubby of a bunny. forgot Chubby Bunny was a thing. Your picture too? Alright. I have your picture pulled up on my browser. It's a fucking dinosaur. It looks like a dinosaur with its tongue like partially like blepped, and then it just has the username Games PC, which is surrounded in like what looks like a pancake, but a reverse pancake where the outside is layered in the syrup, and pancakes where the inside is like the actual picture. And why is the dinosaur blushing? Or is that lipstick? Is that a dinosaur with lipstick? Oh my gosh. There's so many questions. Welcome in, Luminous. How's it going, my dude? I don't know. Do you throw a tantrum when people get your order wrong? Fuck, I forgot people do that. Like the Karens and everything. But yeah, people who actually like cry and yell. Like, I can't even joke about that. It's just, why do people do that? Like, I get you're having a bad day. You want to go to your favorite Mickey D's? Order something off the menu to take away that stress. They put on fucking pickles where I told them not to put on the fucking pickles! And then they just like lash out like that. Like, what the fuck? I think I went too hard with that, actually. If I just started like, if I were to just start screaming out of nowhere just for a bit, would that be going too hard? Would you guys think I was serious? Because I'll do it, just for funsies. It's a cute... was that a meme back then? For it's a cute? I fucking love that phrase though. It's a cute. I might not be a genius, but I think the long border piece and the connected border piece in the bottom of your camera capture go together. Are you saying you ship them, Miraku? Is that your OTP? Your one true pair? I actually learned, again, what that phrase means or what that abbreviation is. Are you saying they deserve to be together forever? I'll be that one troll that makes sure that they're apart forever. Where is Nipa? Now that's my puzzle hypothesis. But hey, it's a theory. A puzzle theory. I still can't believe MatPat retired. But it makes sense. Alright, I'm just gonna show you guys this right now. That's green hair. Who does it belong to? Yes. Because, they're twins. They're futago. They're actually twinsies for real! Mind checking my Discord for a second? Oh, did you message the old Discord, Miraku? The one with my username? I abandoned that. Send me a Twist message. Yeah, in case I haven't responded on that. Yeah. we'll talk on Twitch, or if I still have you on Steam. Do I have you on Steam? I know, right? I know. Oh yeah, I have you on Steam still. Yeah, you can do either Twitch or Steam. Oh, it actually... I'm streaming right now, Steam! But yeah, if you heard the sound, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. But yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's a little different colored. It's a little bit brighter. It should be over here. That's why I took it out earlier. What? I'm out of here? Alright. Big L, but big bye as well. I miss you. I already miss him. Yeah. Cause it feels like it naturally progresses. Excuse me. But maybe. Hold on. You did get that though. Yeah, that feels a lot better actually. I'm so washed. Yeah, you're out of here, buddy. You're so fucked. Imagine. I do need to blow my nose at some point though. Oh fuck. 1 second. You know the feeling when you have your nose is like completely stuffed, it's so watery, then you finally blow it, and instead of anything being left behind, it all comes out in one single instance to where it's like all clear and nothing drips back in after? That just happened, and it feels so... so good. So I'm on 7th heaven right now. Hell, take me to 8th heaven. Maybe the true pieces of the puzzles we made along the way. Hey, Miriku, are you a puzzle? Because you're a piece I'd like to stick together. Nipa! Yes! 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 I actually want to sing Tenacious D. Demon code inside me. Cannot decline no rock of challenge. What's the terms? What's the catch? Alright, edgy joke time. It's not that serious. What's the difference between puzzles and women? Oh god, this ties into what I said earlier, but puzzles are real on the internet. Is that what it is? No, seriously, that is a fucking that's a fucking starter. Alright, time to cancel myself by reading this out loud. Prior to 1920, women didn't have the right to vote. Currently, puzzles still don't. It's a fucking sad world when we don't even give the fair rights to everyone. Puzzles deserve the right to vote. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? This is bullshit! Is that good enough for you, Medica? You're welcome. I mean, it's true though. You did say something true. Historically, women did not have the right to vote until the 1920s in the US. That is factual. I accept applause in the form of positive numbers in my PayPal. Thanks. Fuck. Take that burp and then also take my negative numbers in PayPal. You're welcome. I need my daily dose of Nipa! Damn it! You'll take it? Let's go. I'll pay you with my debt. Oh god. I was saying it earlier, but Mutaka, I've been addicted to eBay. I don't know if you know this, but I collect figures. And here's one I showed off earlier. Like internet women? Exactly. I collect internet women and put them in my room. Is eBay like e-girls? I feel like you can find a service like that on eBay. No, I like your answer better. No, you're right. You're right. I like your answer. Your answer is the correct one. So, I fucking have almost 100 purchases of almost just figures. Because I've been that addicted to it. Have you been watching those TikToks again, my dude? Gosh darn it. I'm in the same boat. I just buy a bunch of controller accessories. Yeah, it's fair too. You and your fighting game addiction, I swear to me. Oh shit, that's coming off. Alright, we're good. I swear to Miku. Ugh. But you're so bad at fighting game community that you don't know why you buy them? I mean, if you enjoy it, by that point, why not? Funny enough, the first purchase I ever made on eBay was a controller. I got a PS3 controller, which I was gonna use for my PS2, but then I realized the adapter I was looking at wasn't actually set up, like would work. So now I have to buy like a more expensive one, which I've yet to do. But I want to play Ratchet & Clank. Speaking of which, I tried to get a, for my capture card, I tried to get an HDMI to the 3-color prong. I think it was RGA or something. So that way I could play on my TV and also play it on my main screen and maybe even stream it. And the fucker, I went to Walmart for it, bought it for like 15 bucks. They're like, yeah, you could use this, easy peasy. It takes in the HDMI and outputs the RGA instead of the other way around, which I needed. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I need it the other way, because it's only one way. I'm still so salty with it to this day. You know, sometimes I'm not smart. Not on purpose. It just happens. To their credit, you can use that, it's just not always. Fuck, you're right. So you're saying I deserve to lose that $15? Damn, no wonder I'm in the negative. This has orange hair. There we go. I had a way back when you needed you to plug both red, yellow, white cables in both the console and the TV. Yeah. But if your console doesn't do that, yeah, you're out of luck. Yep. That's how it used to be. That was the main upgrade. Because I even had like when they transitioned like some of the Atari games to like a portable-esque or like console cabinets to a portable-esque like controller, like with pre-programmed games in it. It would still use the red, yellow, white in it, and it's just like it's just straightforward. And then they introduced it to where they had the 5 different ones instead of the 3, and then you had to plug it into the green, where the audio still goes to the white and red. The TV I have has that. I forgot what they were called. Oh, RCA cable is what it's called. Not RGA, RCA. That was close. Composite cables? I don't know, I'm dumb. I thought you were Patrick. I'd be kind of scared if you knew everything. That there was to know. I was about to say be grateful or be thankful. And that reminded me of that one time I made the TikTok. I made a fucking TikTok. Whenever I did my first marathon, or like my 24-hour marathon, I ended up doing like a voice changer. I still have it, I just don't have it set up anymore. But I would read scripts of copy pastas. And I remember the one line, "Be grateful," or something like that. I'm like trying not to laugh right now at it. You guys probably don't understand, that's fine. I'm just like laughing right now to myself. Meon can see! Oh wait, no, there's no fucking Shion. I was like, there's twins, but in the... Hold on. I'm fucking stupid. So the girl on the left, her name is Meon, and she has a twin sister. Her name is Shion. And I was like, there's twins in here, so it's gonna be hard to differentiate between the green hairs, so it doesn't mean anything, right? And I fucking lied, because there's only one of her. There's only one green-haired girl. Ah! I'm so fucking stupid! Ow. Makes it easier, at least. Okay. Given the time, we're almost at the 4-hour mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here today. Before we do, though, maybe one more can't hurt. Maybe one more can't hurt. Shit, I want to keep on going now. Alright, I take back my statement. We're much closer to Nipa. Oh. JK, I gave up. There's our progress so far. We have part of one character, 2 characters, another character, soon to be another character, that's 5. And we got some of the border with the title. I'd say that's successful, right? Kind of? A little bit? I don't know. But what I will say is, I'm gonna go ahead and end it for here. We'll continue another time. I will not touch the puzzle until we continue next time. I promise. Unless for some reason the box gets fucked up and everything gets mixed. I'll let you guys know. For now though, that's it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thank you again, Saber, for the raid. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. And see you on next one. Bye.